Yeah, good evening once again, children.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, children. Good evening. Yeah. So, can I have the answer for the first one? What is the 63rd term of this AP? Still working, children?
Ma'am, I got 475 by 9.
475
by
9. Doesn't look right. Okay. If the seventh term of an AP is 1 by 9, the seventh term is 1 by 9, which means A7 is 1 by 9. The seventh term, so A7 is 1 by 9. And the ninth term is 1 by 7. The ninth term, so the ninth term is 1 by 7. So we have two different things, and from these two, we can get two equations. So A7 meaning A plus 6D is equal to 1 by 9. So this forms one equation. And A9 meaning A plus 8D is equal to 1 by 7. Second equation. So we need to solve these two equations to find the values of A and D. Tell me the values of A and D you've got.
Ma'am, A is 1 by 63.
A is 1 by 63 and D?
D is 1 by 63, ma'am.
D is also 1 by 63. All right. So I got answers from Madhumita, Navya, Sashank. Good. So A is 1 by 63 and D is also 1 by 63. Now we need to find its 63rd term. That means you need to find A plus 62D. You need to find A63. Find its 63rd term. That means A63, which is given by A plus 62D. Somebody's mic is enabled. Disable your mic. So A plus 62D. So we got the values of A and D. So substitute and find A63. We have two things given to us. So from that, we can construct two equations. We'll have to solve the equations and find the values of A and D, and then find A63. So see here, Raja, see where you've gone wrong. Yeah, children. So this is one equation. This is the other equation. We're solving the two equations. You can see here. Somebody's mic is enabled. Please disable your mic. So we write the equations one below the other. Change the signs in the second equation. A minus A cancels. 6D minus 8D is minus 2D. See, these are the changed signs, children, the new signs. All right. Now 1 by 9 minus 1 by 7. On taking the LCM, you get a minus 2 by 63. Minus and minus gets cancelled on both the sides. You can also cancel 2 and 2, or this 2 will come for division. The 2 comes for division here. So that 2 and 2 will get cancelled. This 2 comes to the other side for division. So 2 and 2 in the numerator gets cancelled. So D is equal to 1 by 63. Minus minus cancels. This 2 comes here. So 1 by 63. So the value of D is 1 by 63. Substitute that in one of the two equations, this one or this one, to find the value of A. So now that you got the values of A and D, we need to find A63, which is A plus 62D. So A plus 62D. So simplifying this, be careful. It is 62D. You need to multiply these two. 62D. Multiply these two. 62D. So which means 62 into 1 by 63, which is 62 by 63. 62 into 1 is 62 by 63. So 63 by 63 on taking the LCM, which is 1. So the 63rd term is 1. The 63rd term is 1. Any questions, children? Anywhere you've gone wrong, not able to make out your mistake, read it out for me. I can help you. Okay, are we good to go to the next one? Yeah, please tell me something. Yeah, okay. Maybe if you have to rework this answer, take a picture. If you have to rework this answer, take a picture, leave some space. Yeah, this is the next one. How many natural numbers are there between 10 and 300, which when divided by 4, leave a remainder 3? So you need to write the natural numbers between 10 and 300. Okay, how many natural numbers are there between 10 and 300, which when divided by 4, leave a remainder 3? All right. So what are the multiples of 4 between 10 and 300? 12, 16, 12, 16, 20, 22. Oh, sorry, 24. Goes on like this till. Is 300 divisible by 4? Yes, 300 is divisible by 4. But because it's 296.
296.
Correct, 296. No, but I've told you to be safe, just take 1 or 2 numbers before the first number. So take 8. 4 is not needed. 4 is not needed, but it's okay. So what did I write? I wrote the multiples of 11. I wrote the multiples of 4 between 10 and 300. So between 10 and 300, we have 12, 16, 20, 24. 300 is divisible by 4, but you'll have to write between. So the last number is 296. You can also, to be safe, you can take a few numbers forwards and backwards. No harm. And then you're going to take the correct sequence. So you can take a few numbers forwards and backwards. All right. All right, children. So now leave a remainder 3. So add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3. So what do you get? 7, 11, 15. Then 16 plus 3 is 19, plus 3 is 23. So 299, 303. So clearly you have to, forego this number and this number, because it should be between 10 and 300. It should be between 10 and 300. So this is the sequence. This is the sequence which forms an arithmetic progression. Now you need to find the value of n. How many? So which means you don't have to find the sum. How many natural numbers? How many? So you need to find the value of n. I just want to write the sequence again for you. So I said you can take a few numbers forwards and backwards. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 296, 300. Now leave remainder 3. So plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus. So first divided by 4, meaning multiples of 4 we have written. And then remainder 3. So add the remainder. Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So we get a new sequence. 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, 299, 303. Now you have to find the sequence correctly where the numbers lie between 10 and 300. So clearly the arithmetic progression is 11, 15, 19, 23, so on till 299. So this is the required sequence. And this sequence forms an arithmetic progression with first term A, which is 11, and common difference 4. So how many numbers are there here from 11 to 299? That an 299 will tell us. A plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 299. On working this, we'll get the value of n. Okay. Yeah. Please solve this and tell me the value of n.
Ma'am, n is equal to 73, ma'am.
73, yeah. Okay. So 11 plus n minus 1 into 4 is equal to 299. N minus 1 into 4 is equal to 299 minus 11. N minus 1 into 4 is equal to 288. N minus 1 is equal to 288 divided by 4. N minus 1 is equal to 72. N is equal to 72 plus 1, 73. Now here you said 73?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Yeah, you're right. Please take down the answer, children. Next one. Yeah. Find the sum of the two middle terms of the AP.
Ma'am, is the sum of the middle terms 1?
1. No. No.
Ma'am, is n equals 18 and sum 3, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, Navya, take a picture of your working and share it on WhatsApp with me. Yeah. Very good. Very impressive working. Perfect, Navya. Good. By 3. I'll just come back, children. Please excuse me. Yeah, children. So we need to first find the number of terms in this AP. So write out the first term, A, which is minus 4 by 3, then find the common difference. Find the common difference. It's 1 by 3. Now, the next thing is to find the number of terms in this AP. So that we can find using the last term here. 4 1 by 3 is 13 by 3 as an improper fraction. So an is equal to 13 by 3. When you work that, you're able to find the value of n. And n is even. So that means there are two terms in the middle. There are two middle terms. So, and what are those terms? N by 2th term and n by 2 plus 1. N by 2th term and n by 2 plus 1th term. These are the two middle terms, which means 18 by 2 and 18 by 2 plus 1. So the 9th term and the 10th term. Now the question is to find the sum of these two terms. See, you can either find the terms or directly find their sum. The question is not to find the middle terms. Find the sum of the middle terms. So you can answer it in two ways. You can find the 9th term, you can find the 10th term and then add. Or you can find the sum straight away without finding the terms. Without finding the 9th term and the 10th term, you can directly find the sum. That's what I have done. So required sum is A9 plus A10. What is A9? A plus 8D. And A10 is A plus 9D. So that means 2A plus 17D. Substitute the values of A and D, and the required sum is 3. So here I have not found the two terms. You can also find the two terms, the 9th term and the 10th term, and then find the sum. Here I have not found the terms. I have found the sum straight away. Using the last term, you should find the value of n. And once you find n, if n is odd, there'll be only one term in the middle. If n is even, there are two middle terms. So here n is even, so there are two middle terms. The two middle terms are the n by 2th term and n by 2 plus 1th term, which is the 9th and the 10th term. Now find their sum, A9 plus A10. Any questions, children? Okay, over to the next one. Find the sum of all non-multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. find the sum of all non-multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. So first find the sum of all the multiples of 6. First generate the arithmetic progression of the multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. Find the sum of the multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. And then find the sum of all the numbers between 200 and 1000. The difference of these two sums will give you the sum of the non-multiples of 6. So this is the, the procedure. So step one, find the sum of all the multiples. Find the sum of all the multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. Okay, step one. In step two, find the sum of all natural numbers, okay, natural numbers or all numbers between 200 and 1000. So in step two, you have the sum of all the numbers between 200 and 1000 in step two. In step one, you have the sum of the multiples between 200 and 1000. The difference. So step two minus step one. The answer you get in step two minus the answer you get in step one. The difference will give you the sum of all the non-multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. You can do step two also as step one. You can work this as step one and this as step two. That's fine. Anything first. You can work this first and then this, or this one, then this. That's fine. So remember, to find the sum of the non-multiples, you need to first find the sum of the multiples in that range, multiples of the given number. So multiples of 6 in this range, 200 and 1000. Then find the sum of all the numbers in that range. The difference will give you the sum of the non-multiples. Yeah, find the sum, children. Find the sum first. The AP of all numbers between 200 and 1000 is, yeah? Yes.
Is the sum 2,400? 2,40,000.
The final answer, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't have the answer. I'm sorry, I have to work and check. I don't know. No, I don't have the answer, because for some I have, for some I don't have. Yeah. So we'll do it simultaneously. You work, I'll also work. Am I right so far, Sashank? Oh, who shared the answer? I don't remember.
No, I'm wrong.
Sashank, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So am I right so far? Are you getting the same answer?
No, ma'am. I did not get the answer right.
Okay, are my steps right? My calculation? So what's the first multiple of 6 in this range?
204, ma'am.
204. And the last number?
996.
996. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Six ones are 1 remains, 3s are 18, 1 remains 2. So this implies n is equal to 133, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we need to find A, or we need to find the sum of all the numbers now. So sum of all multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000 is 133. So 204 plus 996, 1200. 600 into 133. 79,800. Now, sum of all non-multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000 is or is equal to 079400 079400 minus 79800. 479400 minus 79800. 3,99,600. Which slide should I present, children? This one or the next one? You need to work, right? Online students? No, I'm not getting any response. Children, should I present the current slide or the next slide?
No, ma'am, this might be enough.
This one, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Witness for the access.
Please understand the procedure and ask me if you have any questions. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so the range is specified between 200 and 1000. So not to include 200 and 1000. So between 200 and 1000. So step one, we have found, we first generated the AP of all the numbers between 200 and 1000. So 201, 202, so on till 999. Where the first term is 201 and the common difference is 1. First, with the help of 999, we find the number of terms, 799 terms, and then we find the sum of all these 799 terms using the formula n by 2 of the first term plus the last term. So the sum of all the numbers between 200 and 1000 is 4,79,400. This is one part. The second part, generate the AP of all the multiples of 6 between 200 and 1000. So generate the AP. So we find that A is 204 and D is 6. And again, you need to find the number of terms in this AP. So AN is 996. Using that, find the value of N, which is 133. Now find the sum of these, find the sum of the members of this AP, which means S133. S133. The second AP has 133 terms. Find S133. And that is 79,800. We need to find the sum of the non-multiples. So clearly it is the difference. 4,79,400 minus 79,800, which is 3,99,600. I hope my calculation is right all the way. I did use the calculator for a few, but still. All right, children.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We'll just do some simpler ones. No, just a second. Do this one. Work this one, children. So we have some expressions that represent the three consecutive terms of an AP. We need to find the value of K. Okay, so these are three consecutive terms. This is one term. Okay, so this is one term. This is the next one. This is the next one. There are three consecutive terms of an AP. They need not be the first three terms. These expressions may not represent the first three terms. Don't say A1, A2, A3. Okay, they need not be the first three terms. They are simply three consecutive terms of an AP. It could be the 10th term, the 11th term, the 12th term. They're simply three consecutive terms of an AP. So we know that the difference between any term and its preceding term is a constant. So 2k squared plus 3k plus 6 minus its preceding term, k squared plus 4k plus 8. This is nothing but a common difference. Any term minus its preceding term will give us a common difference. So 2k squared plus 3k plus 6 minus its preceding term, k squared plus 4k plus 8. This is the common difference. This is equal to 3k squared plus 4k plus 4. That is, this is another term minus its preceding term, 2k squared plus 3k plus 6. Because both the left hand side and the right hand side represent the common difference of the AP, which is the same throughout. So on solving this, you can find the value of k. Please do that.
Ma'am, K is equal to 0, ma'am.
K is 0. Okay.
Ma'am, even I'm getting k is equal 0.
Yeah, k is 0. Don't write this, children. Check your working. All right, next one. Yeah. Try this one, children. If the sum of the first p terms of an AP, if the sum of the first p terms of an AP is a p squared plus bp. See, we've normally had the sum of the first n terms. Just replace this with n. If the sum of the first n terms is a n squared plus bn. So like that, here the sum of the first p terms is given to you. So it's given as a p square plus bp. Then the common difference is, work this. I'll just unshare my screen. I'll also work along with you, and then I'll share my screen.
Ma'am, I got value of D as 3A minus B.
No, I have the answer for this one, so I've shared my screen again. Yeah. Yes, Danya?
3A minus B is the value of D, ma'am.
Okay, 3A minus B. Okay, 1 second. No. No, Danya. Danya, can you read out what you've written? We'll do it together.
So sum of P value is AP square plus BP, ma'am. So when the value is 1 means we get A plus B.
A into 1 square plus B into 1. Okay. So you get A plus B. Correct. Yeah.
When P is equal to 2, A of
Now, what
2,
is this? What is S1 actually? What does S1 represent, Danya?
sum of the first sum, ma'am.
The sum of the first term. That means it's nothing but the
P.
How do you understand S1? S1 is nothing but the
Sum of first term, ma'am.
correct. But what is that? What does the sum of the first term represent? The first term itself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the first term of the AP. This one is the first term of the AP. So since we have a small letter A, I'll just normally we call the first term as A or A1. I'll use a capital letter here. Okay, so capital letter A, or you can just say first term. First term is equal to A plus B. Okay, next S2 is equal to A into 2
A
squared plus
B of 2, ma'am. So 4A 2B.
Okay.
And
Also, you subtracted these two, is it?
no, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. For finding D, I subtracted these two.
No. We have done a similar one, no, in the last class.
Ma'am?
We have done a similar one in the last class. You're wrong. It's not like that. What is S2, Danya? What do you mean by S2?
Sum of S1.
S2 is nothing but the first term plus the second term, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See here, A1, A2, A3. So this is S1. This is S1. A1 plus A2 is S2. A1 plus A2 plus A3 is S3. So what is S2? A1 plus A2. That is the first term plus the second term. First term plus second term is equal to 4A plus 2B. But what is the first term? A plus B plus the second term is equal to 4A plus 2B. So the second term is equal to 4A plus 2B minus A minus B, which is 3A plus B. Now the common difference will be the second term minus the first term. Common difference is equal to second term minus the first term. Second term is 3A plus B minus the first term, which is A plus B. So 3A plus B minus A minus B, which is 2A. So the common difference is 2A. S1 is nothing but the first term. S1 meaning is A1 only, the first term. When you find S2, it is A1 plus A2. S2 is the sum of the first two terms. So the S2 means first term plus the second term. So there, if you substitute the first term, you can find the second term. Now you have the first term and the second term. The difference will give you the common difference of the AP. Children understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If AN was given, then when you find A1 and A2, you get the first term and the second term. Then the difference, A2 minus A1 will give you the common difference. But if you're finding S1 and S2, S1 is A1, but S2 is A1 plus A2. So there you should substitute the value of A1 and find A2. Then A2 minus A1 is the common difference. Done writing, all of you? Online students, use the emoji, raise your hand. Sashank, Raja, Tanishka, Madhumita, Shri Krishni, Danya, Prajit, Navya, Arjun. Okay. Very good, children. Thank you. Yeah. Done writing, children. Shall we go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. One minute. Let me just try to take something else. Okay, now we'll come from the beginning. Yeah, this one. This is our next question. Try this. The sum of the first 10 terms is minus 80. And the sum of the next 10 terms is minus 280. The sum of the first 10 terms. So that means S10. First 10 terms is S10 is minus 80. The sum of the next 10 terms. Okay. So S10 is equal to minus 80. So from this we get n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2a plus 10 minus 1 into d is equal to minus 80. 5 into 2a plus 9d is equal to minus 80. 2a plus 9d is equal to minus 80 by 5. 2a plus 9d is equal to minus 16. So this is the first equation. Next, the sum of the first 10 terms plus sum of the next 10 terms. Is equal to sum of the first 20 terms. So the sum of the first 10 terms minus 80 plus the sum of the next 10 terms minus 280. So sum of the first 10 terms plus the sum of the next 10 terms will give us the sum of the first 20 terms. So first 20 terms meaning S20. First 20 terms is S20. So what is S20? S20 is equal to minus 80 minus 280 minus 360. Minus 80 minus 280 minus 360. So now from this you can get the second equation because n by 2, 20 by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1, 20 minus 1 into d. We do not know the values of a and d because we don't know the AP at all. Is equal to minus 360. So 10 into 2a plus 19d is equal to minus 360. 2a plus 19d is equal to minus 360 by 10 minus 36. This is the second equation. Solve these two equations and find the values of a and d, and then find Sn. In the formula, substitute in the Sn formula, substitute the values of a and d. N is n only. Complete, children. Please work this. I'll just come back. Yes, children, what are the values of A and D?
And D is minus 6 by 5.
And B is minus 2.
A is 1 and D is minus 2, ma'am.
E is minus 2.
D
Minus
is
got-
2.
2
I
and
got
Yeah, even I have the same answer. Yeah. Sashank, please check where you've gone wrong. Yeah. So we got 2n minus n square, children.
yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Very good. See, we understood till here, constructing the two equations. So when you're given the sum of the, so in this case, the sum of the first 10 terms and the sum of the next 10 terms, sum of the first 10 terms is S10, which is minus 80. The sum of the next 10 terms, that cannot be represented as S10 because S10 is the sum of the first 10 terms only. Next 10 terms. So how do you use this information? The sum of the first 10 terms plus the sum of the next 10 terms is nothing but the sum of the first 20 terms. So we find S20. S20 is equal to minus 80 plus minus 280, which is minus 360. So now S20 can be written as, n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this gives another equation. Solve the equations to find the values of a and d. And then find Sn. Formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So you're not substituting for n there. N is n. You'll only give the values for a and d. So 2n minus n squared. Sashank?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You identified where you went wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions, children? All right. Oh, I have an alternate solution. Let me explain that. Okay, so it can also be worked like this, children. See this one. So handling this information is the same. Sum of the first 10 terms is minus 80. Sum of the first 10 terms. For the same question, I have an alternate solution. So sum of the first 10 terms is minus 80. So that is the same, no difference there. Now the sum of the next 10 terms is minus 280. The sum of the next 10 terms is minus 280. What do you mean by the sum of the next 10 terms? It is A11 plus A12 plus A13 plus A14 plus A15, so on till A20. This sum is given to be minus 280. So that's what I've written here. See here. A11 plus A12 plus A13, so on till A20. Okay, that's what you see there. A11 to A20, the sum is minus 280. Now, if you want to use a formula here, this is the first term. This is the last term. This is the first term. If you want to use a formula, this is how you use it. N by 2. What is it? See, this is the sum, right? This is the sum from the 11th term to the 20th term. This is the sum from the 11th term to the 20th term. Now, if you want to use a formula here, how do we use this? Okay, so n by 2. How many terms are here? 10 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not 20. Not 20. 10 terms. How many terms are added here? How many terms are added here? 10 terms. So 10 by 2 of 2a. Here, which is the first term? A11. So 2a plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1 into d. The common difference will be the same. The common difference will not change. The common difference we know is the same throughout the AP. So into d is equal to minus 280. So this is how you can, this is the alternate way of working. So sum of the next 10 terms, meaning the sum of the terms from the 11th to the 20th term is minus 280. So if you want to use a formula, n by 2, from here to here, there are only 10 terms, not 20 terms. This is the sum of the next 10 terms. So n is 10, 10 by 2 of 2a. A is this one. This is the first term in this sum. So 2 into a11 plus n minus 1. 10 terms are here. There are 10 terms here. 10 minus 1 into d. So what is a11? A plus 10d. What is a11? A plus 10d. So 2 into a plus 10d plus 10 minus 1 is 9d is equal to minus 280. So when you work this, you get another equation. This equation will be different from this equation, but the values for a and d will be the same. The second equation you got here will definitely be different from what you will get here in the alternate solution. But on solving, the values of a and d will be the same. See, on solving, we get d is minus 2 and a is 1 and Sn is equal to 2n minus n squared. This is very important. Very, very important. Remember this. In fact, this question is very commonly asked in exams. So remember the procedure. Done, children? Oh yeah, you have to work this, right? I'll wait for you. Yes. Please complete this. All right. Okay. Yeah. So in this one, if the first term of an AP is 100 and the sum of the first 6 terms is 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms, find the AP. So the first term is given to us. The first term is 100. Okay. and the sum of the first 6 terms. Okay, so that is S6. First 6 terms is S6. Is 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms. So first 6, next 6. Next 6 will be from A7. A7 plus A8 plus A9 plus A10 plus A11 plus A12. We can do this in 2 different ways, children. This is one method. So the sum of the first 6 terms is equal to 5 times. So 5 into the sum of the next 6 terms. So the next 6 terms, A7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next 6 terms and sum. So A7 plus A8 and so on. So S6, what is S6? S6 is n by 2, write the formula. S6 is 6 by 2 of 2A. 2A is, children, I'll work it in more detail and I'll share the picture on WhatsApp. I'll just explain it now. So don't take it down. Okay, so 2A, 2 into 100 is 200 plus n minus 1, 6 minus 1 into D. D we do not know. D we do not know. S6 is 6 by 2 of 2A, 2 into 100, 200 plus 6 minus 1 into D is equal to 5 into, we just understood something. How do you use a formula to find the sum? N by 2, 6 by 2 of 2A. Of 2A, what is 2A? 2 into A7. 2A is 2 into A7. 2A plus n minus 1. N minus 1 is 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 into D. D we do not know. So D. All right. So 5 into, how do we find the sum of these 6 terms? 6 by 2, n by 2 of 2A, 2 into A7 plus n minus 1. 6 terms here. So 6 minus 1 into D. So 6 by 2 is 3 and 200 plus 5D is equal to 5 into 3. 6 by 2 is 3 and 2 into A7 is A plus 6D. A7 is A plus 6D plus 6 minus 1 is 5, 5D. So you can see here that we have only one unknown D. Throughout in the equation, we have only one unknown D. So you know you can solve this and find the value of D. You can solve this and find the value of D. The question is to find the arithmetic progression. And we know that to find the arithmetic progression, we need only 2 values, the value of A and the value of D. The value of A is already given to us in the question. And using the other information given, we are able to find the value of D. So now using A and D, you can generate the AP. You can construct the AP using A and D. Okay, if you want to take a picture, you can just take a screenshot. I'll work this in detail and share the picture with you. Not today, before the next class maybe. Or if I don't send, I'll work it in the next class for you. It's time now. Yeah. So if you're interested, just take a picture. I have to clear the screen.
Ma'am, is D equals 10?
Oh, I don't know if I have the answer. No, I don't have the answer. Maybe. Okay, now we'll see the other method. The other method is, or the other way of constructing the equation is, A is equal to 100. The sum of the first 6 terms is equal to 5 times the sum of the next 6 terms. So the sum of the next 6 terms is A7 plus 1 minute, A1 plus A2 plus A3. So this is the sum of the first 12 terms. This is the sum of the first 12 terms, children. Okay, 1 minute. A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 A5, A6, A7, A8, like this, A12. Okay. Now this entire thing is the sum of the first 12 terms. Sum of the first 12 terms. And this one is the sum of the first 6 terms. This one is the sum of the first 6 terms. And this is the sum of the next 6 terms. So how can you express that? The sum of the next 6 terms is nothing but the sum of the first 12 terms minus the sum of the first 6 terms. The sum of the first 12 terms minus the sum of the first 6 terms is equal to the sum of the next 6 terms. A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on till A12 is S12, the sum of the first 12 terms. A1 plus A2 plus A3 till A12, the sum till A12 is the sum of the first 12 terms. A1 plus A2 plus A3 till A6 is the sum of the first 6 terms. You're adding the terms, so S6. Now clearly the difference S12 minus S6 will give you A7 plus A8 plus A9, so on till A12, which is nothing but the sum of the next 6 terms. This is the sum of the next 6 terms. Next 6 terms. So the sum of the next 6 terms can be written symbolically like this, S12 minus S6. S12 minus S6. That is the sum of the first 12 terms minus the sum of the first 6 terms will give you the sum of the next 6 terms. So it can be written like this. So you get S6 is equal to 5 times S12 minus 5 times S6. Then you can transpose. You can transpose like this is equal to 5 times S12. So you get, when you add, you get 6 times S6 is equal to 5 times S12. So on working this, S6 is n by 2 of 2a, 2 into 100, 200, plus n minus 1, 6 minus 1 into d. So S12 again is n by 2, 12 by 2 of 2a, 2 into 100, plus n minus 1, 12 minus 1 into d. So again, in that equation, d will be the only unknown. So you can solve that equation and find the value of d. Yeah, take a picture, children. Yeah. So supposing we have sum of first 13 terms. And then we have sum of next 13 terms, next 13 terms. Sum of the first 13 terms is S13. Sum of the next 13 terms can be written as the sum of the first 26 terms minus the sum of the first 13 terms. How do you express the sum of the next 13 terms? It is the sum of the first 26 terms minus the sum of the first 13 terms. Will give you the sum of the next 13 terms. So if you have sum of first 15 terms, that is S15. Sum of next 15 terms, next 15 terms. Next 15 terms meaning till 30. So that will be S30 minus S15. That is the sum of the first 30 terms minus the sum of the first 15 terms will be the sum of the next 15 terms. Also, the sum of the first 15 terms plus the sum of the next 15 terms is equal to the sum of the first 30 terms. You don't have to write F first 30, but S30 itself means first 30. The sum of the first 15 terms plus the sum of the next 15 terms is equal to the sum of the first 30 terms. So here also when you transpose, you get it. See here, sum of the next 15 terms is equal to S30 minus S15 when you transpose. Is that understood, children? Yes or
Yes.
no? All right, children. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the call. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Ma'am,
Yeah, Raja.